my tripod again, so we're just gonna have to make do with how I've got the camera. I'm not running back to the house, but we just got these beneficial nematodes in. Excuse me. We ordered them over the weekend. They're from Arabico Organics. Hopefully that's right. I'll leave a link down in the description. But we got some specific ones. They got ones, all kinds of them. Gosh. They got all kinds of these that will target different pests for your garden. They even have one that will do hive beetles and fleas and ticks. So we got 2 different types that we're going to use. They came in Wednesday, but I've been gone. So we've had them stored in our fridge unopened until now. It's been raining all day. Actually, it's been raining for 2 days. We got some more rain coming, and so now's going to be the perfect time to go ahead and whip these out and get them on the gardens, the yard, the orchard. So let's get these done. I need to find a bucket. These are the 2 types that we got. Hopefully you can see that well enough. We got a 5 million pack. This one says the nematodes are known to wait for passing pests such as cabbage maggots, humpback flies, onion maggots, pillworms, raspberry crown borer, root maggots, shore flies, thrips, and more. I can't remember why this one was important for us. It says on the website. I think it may have been cabbage maggots. And I think this one might also be good for our apple moths. I'll have to go back and look. And then this one is good for fly larvae, termites, cutworm, fleas, and a bunch of other stuff. And we are having... Okay, so this one's good for fleas. This one was ticks also. That's what it was. And we were having a super bad tick year. So this is going to be great. Instructions are on the back. Now, this is not like a once and done immediate difference. This is going to take some time to change the ecosystem in our yard, and that's fine. We're just making changes for, you know, next year's garden or the year after, and building towards a better ecosystem with a little less pests. Before I leave, look at these tomato plants. Aren't they fantastic looking? After a couple years of really struggling with our seedlings, these things are looking amazing. We've got dahlias down here, the shorter ones on the end. We've got more dahlias here. We've got some geraniums and foxglove over here. Some asters, which I need to get in the ground. We've got a bunch of stuff over here I need to up pot. These are artichokes. We got some herbs. There's sweet basil. This is calendula. There's yarrow, and it looks like dill in the back. Some more asters. I went ahead. I knew I was going to be gone for a bit, and I didn't want to micromanage my seedlings in the yard. So I went ahead and planted cucumber, squash, zucchini. I've got striped cushaw, yellow squash, patty pan squash, and then regular cucumbers and pickling cucumbers. And these look like they're ready to transplant in the yard, which is fantastic. And this gave them a little bit of a head start, so the heavy rains didn't just uproot and knock out the seeds out of the soil, and the birds didn't get to eat them. Rosie thinks it's dinner time. She's going to be loud, but just ignore her. Life goes on, and she doesn't need to eat right this second. Look at these peas. These are just... Actually, that feels ready to pick. That one too. So I'm going to have to come out here when these dry off and get these picked. But I'm going to be using a hose-in sprayer. You can use a backpack sprayer, any kind of really sprayer you want to use for this. But this is what I've got handy. This is what I'm going to use, but I'm going to mix them in a bucket first and then use this to apply in a diluted form. You're going to want to apply these on a kind of overcast day or early in the morning or late afternoon, preferably after it's been raining. If it hasn't been raining, go ahead and water really good. Put this down and then water again. You're going to want to keep it damp for about 2 weeks, the soil and everything, so this can start growing. And you're just going to mix this with water and apply it using a water can, hose and sprayer, or irrigation system. I'm using a hose and sprayer. Use whatever you want. You want to stir and shake this as you're applying constantly, just so it stays combined, and then lightly water it afterward. Make sure if you're not going to use these right away, you store them in the refrigerator. That's about it. Let's get started. Alright, I've got a bucket, I've got a stick to stir it with, and I got my nematodes. So I'm just going to open these up and dump them in here. And I actually called Brianna to come hold the camera for me for a minute because everything's really wet and I don't want to sit it down. And I also don't want to go back to the house and get the tripod. So, just going to open these up gently where it's a living organism. I'm going to go ahead and combine these two just because I want them over the same areas. Alright, I'm going to grab the hose and sprayer. Last bit was blurry, just ignore it and listen to the directions. I'm going to use my hose and sprayer and just dip out what I need. The cap on and then spray it over my garden beds, and I'm going to do under our fruit trees also. And you may want to test one of these out before you start spraying to see how quickly the chamber empties, so you know how quickly you need to move to cover the area that you're going to be spraying. Hopefully I can get this hose back on. Forgot to turn that off. Alright. So I'm just going to, not the water, apply it over the bed. This is our pea bed, ignore the weeds, I need to get in here. It's been gone for a couple days and it's been raining a lot. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to keep applying this. My camera battery's dying and I'm quickly losing light, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply this and then let the rain water it in. I'm going to keep everything moist, which is not going to be hard because we've got days of rain coming. And then I will come back and we're going to start actually planting out this week. As soon as the weather clears a little bit, I'll bring you back for that. This video is going to be a little convoluted and drag out over a couple days, but we will be back when I'm done.